Welcome back, my legends, and let's just get into this final chapter. The thing about Mirage is, they show you what you want to see, but in reality is that it was never there in the first place. Mirages are kind of jerks like that. Turns out, so am I. But let me back up. What do you say, Mom? Will you help? If you're feeling up to it, of course. You are my #1 fan. Really? Thanks, Mom. You're the best. I never asked Mom about Dr. Renee Blasey because anything can trigger an episode, and I don't want to risk her help by discussing her time working for our former corporate overlords, but she's having a good week, so I'll take the chance. Yeah, Mom, I need information. It's about the work you used to do with the IMC, and that's what led me to door number 2. I stayed up all night going through Mom's old files, handbooks, directories. Man, she lived a hell of a life. I devoured 3 large pizzas over the course of 10 hours by myself. Personal best, thank you very much. And somewhere around the pepperonis and pineapples, I find her. Hello, Dr. Blasey. I'm practically flying as I race over to her place and ringing the bell. I wish I could see her face when she opens this, but I have somewhere else to be. A delivery's about to arrive at a warehouse and someone's gonna sign for it. The Tin Man apparently spends every day by the dumpster where he found Ash waiting for her to return. Poor bastard. Ash, please come back. I miss you. But it made it easy for me to sneak in and leave him a surprise. Robots don't sneeze or care about bugs. I had the right gift, but the wrong recipient. Rampart was right. I heard, but I wasn't listening. You were right, as always, except I do know when you were born. Happy birthday. And now, so do you. It doesn't erase how I treated her, but it's a start. I am dying to know what the H stands for. I'm gonna go with happy. And just like that, I have a birthday. Well, Mirage, looks like I'm not gonna be your second girl you ever let down. These bots ain't loyal. Let's go shooting things. Your BFF. I have pissed people off before. Usually I just act out of self-deprecation and talk crap about myself to get out of hot water, turning everything into a joke. But I'm not a joke, and neither are the people I care about. Maybe it's time I stop making them feel like they are. Maybe it's time to stop being the punchline. Wait, what are you? Hang on. Is that a bouquet of wrenches? Mate, please tell me you're not here to propose to me, because the answer is no. No, I'm just here to clean up my mistakes. Change is scary, but when the universe reminds you what you could lose if you don't change, that will really send a chill down your spine. Time to grow up and stop being the guy who mouths off and the man who shows up. To hell with fear. So little boy Mirage is finally growing up, I see. It only took you to your 30s, mate, to finally become a man, but I'm proud of you. Take that first step. You never know where it'll lead you. By the way, Wit, that's not enough to repay me back. You still owe me. Yeah, I'll get your stuff back, don't worry. You better, Wit. We'll see how fast you go from a man to a little kid that wants his mommy again. Okay, my legends, now we're going to discuss chapter 10, the conclusion of the season 6 quest. And I'm pretty sure this is the finale because it had a finale feel to it. And one of the writers, Ashley said that this was the conclusion. So I'm guessing this is it. And I want to say this right off the bat that I love this chapter. It was nice to see that Mirage fixes mistakes. Although it did seem kind of weird that out of nowhere, Mirage learned his lesson. And I think that has to do with the fact that we're getting the season 7 1 week early, so they had to come up with the conclusion. So it looks like they skipped the part where Mirage was gonna look back and reflect on what he did, and then he should have had like this chapter as the the finale. So it looks like we kind of skipped the middle part of his arc redemption, but that's okay. I still like this chapter. It was still good. So my legends, the most important detail we need to learn about this chapter is that Mirage's mom, whose name is Evelyn, by the way, if you look in the boxes, what this tells us is that Evelyn, Mirage's mom, did work for the IMC back in the past. So of all the boxes that we see Mirage go through, you would think she would be some kind of secretary that had a lot of information, but no, she was some kind of scientist because remember, she created the holo technology. And some of you are going to say, okay, Kevin, what does that have to do with anything? Well, here's the thing. If she was some kind of scientist that worked for the IMC and holo technology, this means means is that Mirage's mom could know more than what she's letting on to Mirage, because Mirage has a negative view of the IMC. He calls them the corporate overlords, which in a way is true. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mirage's mom was overworked, and that's how maybe she became sick, because Mirage says that he doesn't want to bring up anything from the IMC because she might have some kind of episode and her health might decline. So what this tells me is that Mirage's mom has some kind of PTSD, where if she hears something about the past where she worked with the IMC, she might, get sick really badly. So, but it's very interesting, my legends, because this puts Mirage's mom in a very dangerous place, because she is some kind of scientist that worked with, the IMC that unfortunately got sick. But this tells me is that there is a chance that Mirage's mom, if she tries to remember her past, she probably knows who Renee Blastley is. In fact, she could be the one that tells Rafe about her past, everything about her past, about who she was, who her family is, the H stands for in her name. Not only that, my legends, but she could be the one to tell Bangalore what the IMC are really like, because, Bangalore has been doubting that the IMC were the bad guys, which we know they were. And also, she could know what happened to Talos, what caused the explosion. So Mirage's mom, if you really think about it, she has a lot of connections that can fill in the dots. So she is in a position where she could be in danger, because if it ever gets out that she is somebody that worked with Hammond Robotics and she was some kind of scientist, this is going to intrigue a certain murder robot to come pay her a visit. Not only that, my legends, but Horizon could also have a connection with Mirage's mom. Maybe they were friends back in the day. Even Caustic. Like, it seems like the writers are going to make her an important part of the story somehow. And because of this revelation, this means that in the future, she could be put in danger. So yeah, my legends, that's all we have to know about this chapter. It looks like Mirage's mom could play a big role in the future of the story. And also, it's nice to see that Mirage got some character development. He's not going to be like a goofball anymore. He might take things more serious from now on, or both. Maybe he can be serious and be an idiot at the same time. So that's all we need to know, my legends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Where you